Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. We are officially less than a week from Jump Festa, which is where we are expecting to get major news regarding the future of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime series. Whether that's a brand new show, which would be the 9th Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, or it's another year of Go Rush, Jump Festa is where it all is going to happen. And we did get some major news, I would say at least, from Konami Animation Studio. This is the studio that was responsible for debuting in February with the Card Game Chronicles video. It was a 6-minute video that showed off different archetypes, and so a lot of people naturally thought that maybe we are going to be getting a lore anime from them. And as Jump Festa has gotten closer, the discussions have increased regarding a potential lore anime. Well, we got news when Konami Animation presented at a panel in late November, and it's not great news regarding a lore anime in the near future. So we're going to break that down for you. Let's just get into it. I've got to give credit to Octo Maidley, Aura, part of the Entame Subs team, did these translations, and I will, of course, have them screenshotted and shared with you over on her Twitter. So Konami Animation did a panel at an animation conference where they went in depth for how they created the 25th anniversary animation. Anyway, only one piece of relevant info came out of this. Konami Animation is a support studio. They don't have the manpower to do the standalone projects. From second image to last, this is the future of Konami Animation. Support for difficult parts of anime production, final checks on CG, motion capture, real-time environmental backgrounds, R&D or other productions in collaboration with other game companies. So obviously, what does this mean? Well, it means that at the moment, Konami Animations does not have the ability to produce any sort of anime in-house. Now, this is very normal, and I think this is actually a pretty smart move. Did a little bit more research on it. When an animation studio usually starts, they usually do start as a support studio, and then after a few years, if they continue to have success and they get more manpower, that's when you may see them start to do projects in-house. What does it mean for the lore anime or Card Game The Chronicles, which of course some people thought maybe was going to be like a 20-minute short episode for each archetype every few months. You know, Konami Animation did put out a poll asking people if they'd like to see more. So, and I'm sure a lot of people said yes to that. So they have been garnering interest, and I'm sure they know that people are interested in this, and people would watch this. The only question now becomes, how long do we have to wait, and when is this actually going to happen? And it's probably not going to happen for a little bit at least. Sure, there is always the possibility that Konami Animation can give this IP to another studio. We've seen them do that for Studio Gallop and Studio Bridge, where they don't really have much of an input on the animation side of those shows. I'm sure they do in like card production and what cards get featured and stuff. But like other than that, you know, Studio Gallop did the first 6 shows, the movies, and of course Bridge has done the last 2 Rush shows. So could they give it to another studio and then just do support for it? I think they absolutely could, but I think we have to kind of believe what Konami Animation has done and now has told us since February. They have not uploaded or said anything about any projects that they have worked on, including Card Game The Chronicles, and now they are coming out and saying that they are a support studio and that for a while at least, you'd have to imagine, they are not going to be doing any projects in-house. And I wanted to make this video because obviously we are, 6 days away from Jump Festa, and I think there are a lot of people that are wanting a lore anime. I am certainly one of them, and I think there are a lot of people that might be even expecting a lore anime to be announced. And I feel like with the little bit that we've gotten since February, along with this announcement, I just think it's probably bad news for those who are convinced that we are going to be getting a lore anime at this year's Jump Festa. That's not to say it will never happen. I actually do think it's something that they should tap into at some point in the future, but I personally think we are probably a couple years away. And I also am not one that thinks the lore anime is going to replace the weekly running anime that we've had for Yu-Gi-Oh, since Duel Monsters. I think the lore anime is going to run simultaneously, and maybe it's going to be, again, 10 to 20 minute episodes they release on like YouTube or something that is going to have to do with a a specific archetype backstory. I think that makes a lot of sense for that sort of style, but, you know, we'll see what they decide to do. But anyway, guys, you know, I'm not going to ramble on. That's really the only piece of information that we got and that I wanted to get out to you guys, and I want to continue the discussion. I mean, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Maybe you still feel like we are going to get, I think now it would be a shocking announcement regarding a lore series at Jump Festa, but please let me know your thoughts on all of this news down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.